Hi, and welcome to EDU609, the last class of your online educator specialization, in which you are working on your own online course. And I am super excited to see you guys again. I know we met briefly in the first courses, and now I get you back. So you get to wrap up with me, Dr. Warren. And I want to give you an overview of the EDU 609, just the first 3 weeks, because after the first 3 weeks, then we switch gears, and I don't want to throw too much at you at one time. So let's talk about the first 3 weeks. Of course, we have our welcome call. Week 1 is fairly light, which is good because it's a short week anyway. And so in week 1, in addition to the welcome call, where I will be wanting to learn about your class. So if you can invite me to your online class as an instructor, then I can go in and take a look. So I'm going to also email that request to you. I need to be able to get into your online class before the welcome call, ideally. And I'm hoping that we can do the welcome call using Zoom, so that we can look at your class together and we can talk about it. Okay, it's really important that we do that. All right, so in week 1, you are going to be inviting a student into your class. So a student who is a member of the target audience that you're going to be teaching to, you're going to invite a person into your class to look around and give you feedback on it, okay? So if you're teaching to children, then you want to invite a child, a representative of that population, into your classroom to look around and give you feedback. And same if you're teaching to an adult, you want to find somebody who can go through and give you feedback on your course. Now, it's not just that they go in and give you feedback and say, oh, I really liked it. It's a structured process where you will be collecting data, and your learner will go through a procedure where they go through your course using a form, and then you also do something called a usability test. So there's 2 activities for your learners as they go through your online course. Let's take a look at that, okay? When you click on the learner evaluation plan, so your learners are going to be evaluating your online course. They're going to go through 2 processes. One is they're using a rating form to kind of check off the boxes and say, yeah, that's there, no, that's not there. And they're also going to be doing a usability test. So it doesn't matter what order you do it in. You might want to do the usability test first. The purpose of the usability test is for them to go in with fresh eyes and talk out loud as they're going through your course. Here's the instructions down here in the kind of the middle of this assignment for conducting a usability test. There's instructions for conducting a usability test with children, and there's one for adults. I'm going to click on the usability test instructions for children. They're pretty much both the same. And so what is going to happen in this usability test is your student is going to think out loud as they go through your course. So they're going to say, now I'm clicking. So they're going to just talk out loud everything they're doing and thinking. Now I'm clicking on the link that says instructor bio. Oh, the picture of the instructor looks very friendly. And now I'm going to click on this video. Oh, this video is about blah, 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 and it looks like fun, and I'm going to listen to it for a little bit. And now I'm going to go back and click on this lesson or this interactive game or this tool, right? So they're going to talk out loud as they're clicking on everything, and you're going to take notes as they're going through it, the process, okay? Take notes because I want you to upload those notes in the final, when you submit your usability study for your population. Now, because it's a little complicated, it's something new, we've got an example for the adult and the child usability study. Here's an example of the child usability study. And I've gone ahead and captured and
I
recorded
like the different colors in the learning objectives.
a child going
Brown,
through a course.
green,
Talking about the colors. She likes the colors. And now she's talking about the video.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
And one thing you need to know about the usability test is they're not supposed to go through the entire video. They're not supposed to go through your entire course. You're going to pick a section of your course, like maybe Module 1 or Module 2, that they're going to go through enough of your course to give you a feel for how a learner would do in your course. So they're not going to watch the whole video. You just want to get a sense of what is their impression of the video. Do they know how to click on it? Do they know how to get to it? Is it interesting to them? And then move on, have them move on to the next thing. Okay, go ahead, move on to the next item in the lesson and click on the next thing and tell me out loud what you think or what you see. Okay, so watch these demos of the usability study. You're going to be doing the same thing. Now, you don't have to record it, but I want you to take notes. You can record the user doing it if you want to. You could use your phone or whatever. But mostly, I just want to see your notes as they're going through it, the things you're learning, okay? All right, that's the usability study. Now, there's a second part to your learner evaluation. That is the course rating form. So your learner will also, probably better to do the usability study first and then the course rating form second, okay? So they will also complete this course rating form. And it's simply asking them to click on each of the links in your navigation bar, instructor profile, welcome page, course description, expectations, the module 1, okay? And they're going to just kind of read these, for example, module 1, the module description and learning outcomes clearly describe the topic and what students are going to learn. And it's strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree, or not appropriate, okay, NA. And the amount of work seems about right. So they're going to go through your course using this rating form, and they're going to complete these questions at the end. Now, if it's a child, you can take notes. You can ask them to rate, and you can record it, record their rating, and then ask these questions out loud and take notes of how their answers, okay? But I want to see the course rating form from your user uploaded along with the summary of what you find, okay? And I want to see your notes from the usability study. Let's talk more about that in the welcome call, and hopefully I can help clarify some of that. And, you know, if you kind of go back to it and you're going, okay, I'm ready to get started and I'm just super lost, just call me, text me, whatever. I'm available, okay? All right. Okay, so that's the week 1. Now, week 1, the learner evaluation is not due until week 3 because we are thinking that it's going to take a couple weeks for you to go get a learner and do this, okay? So instead of actually conducting the learner evaluation in week 1, all you're doing is putting together when you're going to do that learner evaluation process, when you think it's going to happen, how long they're going to need. You're just going to prepare the learner, prepare to set up that learner evaluation activity. Okay, so in week 1, super, just really light welcome call and figuring out when you're going to get your learner in your course and conduct that usability study and have them go through that rating form. Okay, that's week 1. Now, week 2, so you have until week 3 to pull together. So week 1 and 2, you can get that learner into your classroom and get them going on it, okay? And then in week 3, you debrief how that went for your learner, okay? You debrief your learner experience, okay? In week 2, you're going to use a different form to rate your own course, okay? It's called the Quality Online Curriculum. Let's see if I can find that. I have it here. Hold on. What is it called? The Quality Online Course Initiative Rubric, okay? This you're going to use in week 2, and you're going to assess your own course, okay? So you're going to put in the course title, the instructor's name, the description, etc. And then you're going to go ahead and rate your own course. Now, this form is used by online faculty and instructors to rate each other's courses. So it's a peer review form, but it's also a good form for you to rate your own course, okay? I want you to go ahead and fill in these items. Each of these items, it's only 5 or 6 pages for you to do. And at the end of each section, so there's sections here, student evaluation and assessment. At the end of each of these sections, here's another one, communication, interaction, and collaboration. At the end of each of these little sections, I'd like you to give me some notes. Give me kind of your sense of how you did in that section and what kind of changes you might think you want to make based on this evaluation rubric, okay? So that you're going to fill out and put some notes at the end of each section. And then at the bottom, you're going to rate yourself on how many points possible, how many earned, and then give me some notes, a summary of what you learned, okay? And then for the actual assignment, you're going to summarize what you've learned, what you intend to do to fix your course, things that you found hadn't thought about that you want to fix as a result of going through this evaluation process. And then you're going to upload that in week 2. Now again, in week 3, you're going to take what you've learned in the self-evaluation and in the learner evaluation, and you're going to put it all together into a final summary of what you want to do for your online course to fix it, what you learned about this whole evaluation process, and how you intend to apply it in fixing your online course. Now there's some recommendations that maybe the QOCI makes that you don't want to do. For example, access to the university's tech support system. Well, that's not appropriate for you because you're not teaching within a university. So say that, that's okay. If you decide you don't want to do some of those recommendations, then just say why, okay? You don't have to implement everything. So week 3, there's another important thing about week 3 that you need to learn, and that is the ADDIE model. It's an important model for you as an instructional designer. You need to understand what the ADDIE is. There's a really great little couple of videos. There's actually 6 videos around the ADDIE model. If you have time, watch them all. But for now, hang on. Sorry about that. For now, what's this? Go back. ADDIE, here we go. So for now, you're going to, this is kind of the last 2 pieces of the ADDIE model, the implementation and evaluation. So analysis you did, remember at the beginning of the online educator specialization where you figured out who your target audience was and what it was they knew and what they didn't know, and how you were going to teach to what they didn't know that you wanted them to learn. That's the analysis part of it. Who's your target audience? What do they need to know that they don't know, okay? Then you started designing it. Remember, you did your backwards design, okay? And then you started developing your course using the Garrison model of, putting in the cognitive elements and the social presence, et cetera, right? Now you're in the implementation and evaluation phases in this last course, this EDU609. Implementation is kind of a fuzzy meaning of this term. Implementation really means teaching it. You're teaching it, okay? By having a target audience member come in and evaluate your course, having a student come in, take a look at your course, in a way, you're getting a feel for what would it be like for a student to be in your course and to teach it. What is the student experience of your course? So you're kind of getting a feel of what it would be like to teach or implement your course, okay? And then you're also getting a real strong experience in the evaluation side of it using the QOCI, using the learner usability test and the learner review of your course. That's a heavy evaluation experience you're getting. So watch these 2 videos, one on implementation of the ADDIE model and one of evaluation of the ADDIE model. They're both really excellent videos, and you need to understand what the ADDIE model is. So this is a good taste of it, okay? All right, meanwhile, you know, you're going to go into the week 3 and you're going to, again, I want to see you upload all your documents. I want to see all those together, your review of the QOCI of your own personal review of your course, and then the student usability test. I want to see those notes, and I want to see the student, the form that they filled out, whether you filled it out for them or whether they filled it out. Take a picture of it and upload that for me too, because I want to take a look at that. And you're going to give me a summary of that whole experience, and you're going to tell me what are you going to do to fix your course based on the data and evaluation process. Okay, so that's weeks 1, 2, and 3. Again, I don't want to go into the rest of the class right now because then we're going to switch gears, but I'm really excited to be working with you guys. I really am. And I'm looking forward to seeing how far you've come with your courses, and looking forward to that welcome call. So Happy New Year, and we will be talking on the other side of 2018. Bye.